A fabricated case, the most ridiculous indictment in history, the most outrageous illegal tax bills.
I saw a streak of shadow in his eyes. Based on my instinct from years of handling cases, I think that he might have raised goblins.
If based on the look in your eyes, a prosecutor can decide whether to prosecute you or not, then there will be no peace in Taiwan.
It is not due process to accuse a human being in a civilized society of raising goblins. The mere statement of that would cause individuals and should cause individuals to question the sanity of the prosecutor. And in any court of law, such an absurd allegation would be thrown out.
In charging the Zhangmenren with raising goblins, the release of the indictment immediately created great pressure from public opinion. The prosecutor was forced to find so-called evidence for the alleged crime. He found a peachwood sword that he claimed was evidence of raising goblins. Then where is this peachwood sword? After the court made the final decision for our case, we applied for the return of this peachwood sword. However, the sword was missing. The only evidence Ho Kuan-ren used to charge the Zhangmenren of Taijimen of raising goblins was lost. Therefore, the Taijimen case of injustice obviously was a fabricated case from the very beginning. On July 13, 2007, the Supreme Court concluded a not guilty decision. The court ruling specified no tax evasion, no violation of the Tax Collection Act. The red envelopes from Disa to Zhangmenren were gifts in nature. Pursuant to paragraph 17 of Article 4 of the Tax Collection Act, they were tax exempt. Because Taijimen Disa needed items for their Qigong practice, such as uniforms, some Disa made a group purchase on behalf of all Disa. That was handled by Taijimen Disa. It had nothing to do with the Zhangmenren and was not for profit. The ruling cleared Taijimen Disa's name. It also cleared the Zhangmenren of Taijimen.
The prosecutor brought a fabricated and baseless prosecution. Now the courts have found the defendant not guilty. Not guilty. What does that mean? Means that at the outset, all the tax information provided by the prosecutor was fake. Right, it was all fake.
The whole judicial system has proved Taijimen innocent. There's no way the investigation by the tax agencies is clearer than that by the judicial department.
The criminal court ruled the investigation results organized as a gift. Pursuant to paragraph 17 of Article 4 of the Tax Collection Act, they were not taxable. Their gifts and no income tax should be imposed.
Through the criminal investigation in the judicial system, it has been confirmed that the money involved is a gift rather than income. So there is no issue of income tax. For the facts confirmed in a criminal court's ruling, the administrative agencies have no reason not to adopt them.
You can visit the Control Yuan's website, where I indicated 7 points for rectification. With each, the National Taxation Bureau simply said, we made a mistake. In 2011, I told the Minister of Finance that this case should be closed.
The case has been ruled not guilty by the court, the Control Yuan, and the Supreme Administrative Court, but you keep pestering them with the same tax bills again and again.
Calling on the Taxation Bureau to revoke its illegal tax bills. You just ignore them. Hey, you think you are above us? You ignore a court, the Control Yuan, and even the Legislative Yuan. You really think you're the boss?
In 2007, the Supreme Court made a not guilty decision, confirming there was no tax evasion. The Taxation Bureau should have canceled all the illegal tax bills automatically. On June 17, 2010, at the public hearing held by the Legislative Yuan, the Ministry of Finance, and the National Taxation Bureau of the Central Area agreed to revoke the compulsory enforcement and to resolve the Taijimen case within 2 months.
And now everyone is here, and all the information and evidence is here. It's spread out all over the floor, and you clearly know that you are in the wrong. What you've said in the past is questionable. But you want to continue to make the same mistake? That's bad. We request that the Ministry of Finance conclude this case in 2 months. exactly what to do and what are you going to do. Don't delay anymore.
Let the NTB of the Central Area submit the report to the Ministry of Finance. It's the NTB of the Central Area. It's not good to let them take full responsibilities. Just report to the Ministry. This is all I will say. Okay, we'll do as the Deputy Minister says. We'll send our official report to the Ministry of Finance. Just now we said to dismiss, to revoke it. Okay, the Taxation Bureau of the Central Area will report to the Ministry of Finance.
After the public hearing, the Minister of Finance issues an official letter to legislator Chou Jing-tian on July 22, 2010, and sent one to the office of legislator Xin Zhe-tu as well, and then sent another to legislator Justin Cho on the 30th. He stated clearly that they had asked the NTB of the Central Area to revoke the tax bill in accordance with Article 40 of the Tax Collection Act. The NTB of the Central Area should revoke the tax bill.
One time, in order to enforce the compulsory execution, an official document that had been released was backdated with the correction fluid. It was backdated to allow you to enforce the compulsory execution. How come there is this kind of tax agency? The government has passed the appeal for 18 years. The case is still not settled. Then there's something wrong with the government. Either it's not capable or there's something wrong with its mindset.
The code doesn't count. The code doesn't count. The code doesn't count.
For 10 plus years, the National Taxation Bureau has been using the untrue legitimate indictment to issue illegal tax bills, commit forgery, suppress evidence, cheat their superiors and subordinates, cheat the legislator, the control yuan, the judges, the media, the public, and all the people in our country.
I think that a 20-year ordeal is a violation of human rights. Justice delayed is justice denied. And to delay justice for 20 years and to still not have it, as we're sitting here today, is, in my mind, a denial of justice. And the thing that perplexes and even disturbs me is the fact that justice has been denied and delayed by just a few individuals. It is appalling to me that those few individuals could hijack an entire government.
NTB started investigation 5 years after the tax bill. They sent out inquiry forms, and all the 30Ds here received the form. We all said it's voluntary gifting. NTB is still lying. They concealed the inquiry forms and lied to the petition committee. The North Division said 9, Central Division 5. But here we have at least 30 people all saying gifting. They are still lying. Taipei High Administrative Court and Supreme Administrative Court verified the inquiry and confirmed the nature of gifting. That's why NTB lost the case. The 3 trials in court also confirmed red envelope is gifting and stated clearly in paper. This is why we won the case. The inquiry forms are the evidence. Control Yuan also verified the forms and conducted investigations. They are also in the opinion of voluntary gifting. Who says it's not gifting? NTB still tries to conceal the truth. Why are you keeping your heads low? Why are you afraid of looking at us? NTB replied to Control Yuan, saying no one is gifting. The North Division said 9, the Central Division 5, and now it's 0. Isn't the government supposed to protect us? Why such a mess now? Taijiman does not have members, does not have students, nor teachers. There are only 2 things, Shifu and Dizi. Deputy Ministers, please take a look. Each of us said the red envelopes were gifts. This is a copy of my response. I said it was gift. We all responded. Gift. Gift. All of us said they were gifts. Gift in nature. This says so too. All 30 of us here said so. They say none of us said those were gifts. Deputy Minister, please look at our copies. Legislators, please take a look too. We all said those were gifts. Given the gift only concerned my shifu and me, in what capacity did they get to decide whether that was a gift or not? Even if that involved a gift tax, they should tax me. The giver, not the receiver. Besides, as long as I didn't give more than NTD 1 million in that year, who are they to say anything? In what capacity did they get to decide whether that was a gift or not? Over the past 10 plus years, Taijimendis were deeply pained. Years ago, in order to improve my physical and emotional health, I gave a red envelope to my shifu. And then, the monetary gifts, the red envelopes, were used by the tax officers to frame my shifu. Each of us feel the pain. We have cried so many nights that our tears have run dry. As martial artists, we will no longer accept such injustice. If this matter is not settled today, we will continue to fight for our rights.
In 2007, the Supreme Court affirmed the monetary gifts were tax-exempt in accordance with the law. In 2012, the National Taxation Bureau did a public survey and collected 7,401 written statements proving that the monetary gifts are 100% gifts. The National Taxation Bureau has also admitted that Taijimen is not a cram school. In 2018, the Supreme Administrative Court determined that Taijimen is an organization of Qigong, martial arts, and self-cultivation. In 2019, the National Taxation Bureau corrected the tax amount for the year 1991 and the years 1993 to 1996 to zero. But it treats the red envelopes for 1992 as tuition fees and imposed taxes and heavy penalties. It also transferred the case for compulsory enforcement. This has violated the meeting resolution and promise made during the Legislative Yuan's public hearing in 2010. The court ruling has confirmed that Taijimen was not guilty of tax evasion or violation of tax codes. The National Taxation Bureau and the Administrative Enforcement Agency have violated the law, continue to seize the taxpayers' property and Taijimen academies, and even illegally auction the taxpayers' property, openly robbing them of their assets. Repeatedly violating the laws. Could it be for performance evaluation to covet promotion and bonus?